And it was very difficult. You had to be very careful, and there were laws that were in place that if you were caught on the street with, you could be in drag, but if you were caught with breasts on or female underwear, you were locked up because you were, how did they put it? I don't know how the wording was, but you were incognito to commit a crime.
Monotonous for 30 days, salt air I sniffed while I was shipwrecked and...
My father was a reverend of the church, and I came home that afternoon from school and I was drunk. And I always protected that I don't want my parents to know that I'm gay. And that day I came home and I didn't realize my father was in the house, and I was like, I was acting really queenie, was very gay. And as my mother said to me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "What?" And I could see my father was just sitting there with his face like, and he was so shocked, and I was shocked, and I didn't know. And later on in life, when I told him that I was gay, he said to me, "The day when you walk in like, oh, Queenie," I knew. We could laugh about it now because in my family it was taboo to be gay, and now I can laugh about it. It was really, really funny.
For them, the word homosexual doesn't exist in the dictionary. Very ignorant. They're very conservative. And they don't accept me as being gay, so when I visit them I have to be another person and pretend that I am something that I'm not. Therefore I don't visit them at the moment.
I'd like to think that we as performers have blazed trails as far as drag goes, and we've opened the doors to a lot of heterosexual audiences that come and enjoy the show and have a good time with us.
Oh, booby, my chest was supposed to grow. My cleavage was...
I think it's a culture that is, I think drag culture has been around it's been around since the 13th century, but I think it started in theatre and it's maintained in theatre, but through the years, through passion, through individual passion, it has been able to follow into a lot more areas. I think there's a lot of more psychology behind drag than what the general public actually.
And I can remember when I started going to a white club, I could only enter the white club if I had a white boyfriend. So I needed.
It's still like that in Heartland in Joburg.
I still needed a white passport to get into a club, which was in South Africa. Gay relationships and structures were funny. It was strange because I could have sex with you on before. I can have sex with you after 11 o'clock at night, but I must be out of your home before sunrise in the morning. And the neighbors must not see that I was in your house. And if I see you in the street, I must pretend that I don't know you.
Yeah.
So it was very much hidden, and it was sad. It was a lonely life if you fall in love with a white man. And if I was in the white club, I'm being regarded either not as the person's lover, but I'm just a pickup, a whore, a cheap fuck. And with anything dignified about me was not even seen about. I'm better in bed. Not if it's a white man or a black man. I don't see sex in color.
Black people is more open and more free, where white people can be very inhibited and pull into themselves, and they don't take initiative. Where with black people, they take initiative, and it is a better combination sometimes.
I prefer anyone and myself, with class, of course. I never had them at the same time, but it would be nice to make the experience.
Siegfried and Dean live apart Monday to Friday. Each weekend they have to travel the distance which separates Cape Town from Johannesburg in order to be together.
Sex sometimes can be quite overrated, like drugs, you know. It depends on who's your partner and all these things you talk about, like love and solidarity. If there's all those things, then sex can be good. But if there's none of that, then sex can be overrated.
Do I want to have children? No. No, definitely not. I love children very much, but from my lifestyle, the things I like to do, where I want to go, I don't want to have the responsibility of having to raise a child.
You know, I liked children when I was younger. Now, as I sort of grow more mature, I sort of grow out of children. So I don't like the noise of children and the busyness of children. Personally, I don't want to adopt. I don't want children around me. Too much noise, too much busyness, and too much responsibility.
In 29 African countries, homosexuality is illegal. In Namibia, the government recently ordered the police to eliminate gays and lesbians from the entire country. In Botswana, it is a crime punishable with 6 years in prison. Mugabe, the president of Zimbabwe, asserts that homosexuality is not an African phenomenon, but a degeneration brought in by whites. In Uganda, they are killed. In Egypt, imprisoned. And in Somalia, stoned. Only South Africa has legislation prohibiting discrimination which allows homosexuals certain rights.
It is something that is taboo.
It's a tradition.
Yeah, and I think what is so sad about it is because it is so secretive, and its people are not informed. It has become the breeding place to spread HIV and AIDS because no one talks about it. It's taboo. It's forbidden to speak. In Muslim countries, and I know of Muslim people, Muslim communities. Oh, I must be careful with this. I know of in Muslim communities, homosexuality is being practiced. The man is married. There's probably an effeminate boy living in his house that needs to work or takes care of. And if he feels fit to do so, it is okay to have sex with that man. But he doesn't justify it as him being gay. And it happens the same principle, the same thing happens in black communities, where if you are a little bit of a soft black boy, it is okay to sleep with you, but it doesn't make me a gay man.